another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumegojuku is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Olumegojuku is another Savior. Holy, 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 Olumegojuku is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyamadika yabika kwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo. Manemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Gonna sing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 is another Savior. Getting moving right and getting moving faster now. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, holy, getting moving right, moving faster, never freedom. Is another Savior. Yeah, for freedom. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior.
Our nation, Biafra, our land, Biafra, our nation, Biafra, our land, Biafra. We fight for a nation full of love, our nation, Biafra land. Find our hope and peace and joy, our nation, Biafra land. No matter what you have or where you are, our nation, Biafra land. Everybody, let's come together, our nation, Biafra land. No one is to be rejected. No one is to be neglected. No one is to be defenseless. All the Biafra land, no. It's time to give justice a chance. So I reject the evil one. Restore our nation, Lord. We fight for a nation full of love. Our nation, Biafra land. Find our hope and peace and joy. Our nation, Biafra land. No matter what we have or where you are. Our nation, Biafra land. Everybody, let's come together. Our nation, Biafra land. We are supposed to have peace. No more depression.
We are not going to disgrace the zoo for the Nigerians. Nigger. Well, I'm about to disgrace you. I'm going to play this so that the world may know that the zoo is finished. Listen very carefully, please.
His Royal Majesty Omonobanedo Okwakolopolo,
Yeah.
the second Oba of Benin and the chairman of the Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers and Chief, arrived before court of the Asoro Presidential Villa at 2:45 p.m. The Oba and his team of monarchs were received by the secretary to the government.
The Oba of Benin went to go and see the Phantom Buhari. That maybe they brought his skeleton from Saudi Arabia. Please listen. I'm no longer going to say anything. Listen carefully, please, until the end. Listen.
Of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, who ushered them into the council chambers. Shortly, they were joined by President Muhammadu Buhari. Speaking, the Benin monarch tasked the president to urgently wade into the crisis between APC national leader Adams Oshiomhole and the state governor Godwin Obaseki.
Mr. President, we do state
To pray to Almighty God,
in willingness to harm of Mr. President,
When the president was about
BEDC, in the provision of power to electricity consumers in Edo State.
to accompany the Oba told
Listen.
The situation has worsened.
when the president was about to speak, journalists were told to go out as he would be responding off camera. When the president was about to speak, journalists were told to go out as he would be responding off camera. Journalists were told to go out as he would be responding off camera. As he would be responding off camera. As he would be responding off camera.
Hey, zoo! Zoological Republic. Have you heard it? They brought out somebody wearing a mask. Aisha's boyfriend. When it was time for the so-called Buhari, which is Aisha's boyfriend, wearing a mask, to
go out as he would be responding off camera.
have you heard of such somebody you voted for, you claim you voted for, in a democracy? As if people, you don't see Trump every day, you don't see Kofi Zita Dada of Ghana, you don't see other presidents. Somebody came to see you. If you know you're going to be responding off camera, why did you invite the cameras in the first place? Tomorrow you see somebody with a PhD or a professor of nuclear science, emeritus, living in a badger. You come and write, hey, our Nigeria. Hey, I'm writing now to the president of Nigeria. Hey, president, you cannot respond to ordinary. I won't say ordinary because I respect the new monarchy. I do a lot. I love this institution. So somebody who just respond, a monarch came, a first-class monarch came to see the president, so-called. Aisha brought out the lover because Aisha changed. I think she changes men now. I think every 9. We're still researching it. It's 9 months or so. I'm not sure. To get the new one, representing something that is just evil in Islam. That's what she's practicing, and that's why little boys are insulting her.
If 15.4 million people can bring in a government, and only for the government to be dominated by 2 people or 3 people, why are the men of Nigeria, why are the Nigerian men, what are you doing? Instead of them to come together and fight them, they kept visiting them one after the other, licking their shoes. I'm sorry to use that word. We believe in government of inclusiveness. People should not relent. People should continue to fight, continue to talk against the few that dominated the government.
This woman has called out Aisha many times. Where are Nigerian men? She did the video live. That was the day that believe you me, before God, that was the day I thought to myself that I prayed to God. I said, God, black people, where did you get them from? Aisha came out, not once, not twice, to say to everybody, there are a group of people, cabal, they have hijacked my government, my husband's government. Everybody kept there. Some like, hey, Madam said some cabal, they took her husband's government as a joke. She was crying for help. That time, Abakari had the upper hand. They humiliated her, not once, not twice. And I keep asking people, those that knew the old woman, are you telling me that if you're in your house and you're upstairs and there's a gunshot and your wife is being humiliated, you will just sit there and do nothing? Let me tell you the trick they're bringing me. They say, oh, maybe he's incapacitated. Hey, let's 2023 come. He's not feeling well. He's like, you see how people, because you're in a zoo, you're in darkness, Nigeria, you cannot see the truth. You cannot speak the truth. You cannot. Let me tell you what is going on. Do you know that if you go to Asoro all the time, they will say to you, oh, the governor of Borno State came to visit. Is that correct? Oh, the Oba of Benin came to visit. Oh, the Alaafin of Oyo came to visit. Oh, maybe even Osubajo came to see him. Or Boss Mustafa. Or Ibrahim Gambari. Let me tell you definitively why there is nobody there. Forget all these boys wearing masks, all these Aisha boyfriends. Rubbish. Do you know the funniest thing? None of these people, in all these people that went to inside House of Villa, whatever they call it, you can never hear the person they went to visit speak on camera. What usually happens is that after them say, Mr. Bola Usman went into Asarok to see Mr. President, and I saw him, and they discussed. They talked about agriculture. They talked about cow. They talked about how many cows in Daura farm. You hear the person that went to visit speak. After speaking, the next thing you hear, he's outside giving an interview. You will never hear from the so-called president. I said, check every video this year of the so-called visitors to Asarok. See if there is one clip, even when the Africa Development Bank, the guy that stole money, the Yoruba man that stole money at the Africa Development Bank, I've forgotten his name, the ADB chairman. He went to see him. They were doing chop knuckle or chop elbow. You saw the man, the young man, because I'm sure I'm older than him. You saw him after speaking, he left. The person he was doing chop elbow with never spoke. And you have 200 million people looking on sheepishly as if everyone is a fool. You know, the reason why you have brain is to think. The reason why you put food in your mouth instead of your backside is because you have brain. Your brain is telling you your mouth is where you put food in. It's simple. When you go to see somebody, you don't hear from the person. They shot at the wife inside the villa. Nobody said a word. They are killing the soldiers. He didn't say anything. Buratai is dead. He never said anything. Osibajo is missing. Presumed dead. You don't hear. Now you can now see the reason why. Maybe that was what Flora saw in you people that led her to say to name you darkness, nigger. So it's not that Tinubu or Obasanjo, the Yoruba ruling class don't know. They know all these things. But as they sit down, they agonize. If we open up and say what we know, oh, that's Nnamdi Kanu boy, he's insulted, he will take all the credit for it. The world will know he's been right. That is all the only envy. A black man's envy is holding them. It is in the interest of the neo-colonialists to keep Nigeria one because they love the name darkness. As long as it stops Biafra from coming, that they are okay with it. And for the Tinubu camp, all they want to do is to get to 2023. And then they'll start eating and having fun. That's all. These are black people. That is why Africa is poor. The way we reason, the level of evil in us is why we are down. Once a woman is saying, my husband, come and help me from those who have hijacked my husband's government. Help me. He said her husband, go back to your husband. Your husband is there. It's just like a woman who has been raped, escaped the rapist, ran to you on the road and said, please sir, help me. I've been raped. He said, no, come on, go back. You've not been raped. That is what Nigerians are doing to Aisha. She's lamenting every day, trying to send code and signal. My husband is no longer here. And I keep asking people, as a man, you that is defending the indefensible, you are living in Abuja, Lagos, Enugu, Ibuacha, name it, Kaduna, Zaria. Are you telling me in your own house? Someone can be insulting your wife in your own house and you'll be there and you keep quiet? I don't know the God that made Nigerians. I don't know. Maybe it's that name, that nigger you're answering. It's blocked up your brain. Embassy destroyed. Not a word. Not one word from somebody who's in place. Not one. Hey! You don't know that the destruction of an embassy is like an invasion. They left it to Senate President and the Speaker of the House. Are you telling me? I don't want to say anything. I don't want to insult anyone because I'm very, very upset. I'm very, very upset. If you come home and somebody is beating your mother, or if you're abroad and you hear that your mother was kicked out of your house, who would you ask for first? No, where you are now, let's say you're in Russia or you're in Uzbekistan, you are in Vietnam, you are in China, you are in Japan, you are in USA. Your father is alive, allegedly. Your mother is alive, allegedly. Two of them are living together, maybe somewhere in Ashoko, in Abuja. And you got a phone call. Oh, there's a gunshot in your house, so there's people insulting your mother in your house. Who would you call first? It's a simple question. Who will you call first? You will call your father and you say, Papa or Dad, what are you doing? Are you there and this is happening? Common sense. Common sense. There is nobody there. The husband is dead. That is why they're insulting her. Can't you people reason for once? Fight in APC or Baseki frozen out. The chairman from everywhere, they have about 10 factions now. Chairman springing out from every cave like mushrooms. Oshomele beaten like small boy, removed. Katakata everywhere. Obaseki goes to meet Buhari, but diverted to the chief of staff. But he went to see Buhari, never saw him. Obaseki is not a staff to Buhari. Obaseki leaves PDP. Sorry, he leaves APC to join PDP, but of course two of them are the same thing. You can change and you can chop and change as you like. Yes, there is silence. There is fight in APC. More killings by Boko Haram. Katsina State, the home of the so-called Buhari, who is alive. Remember how foolish we are. If Buhari is to be alive, why is Katsina State on fire? Protests erupting everywhere. Killings of native officer and policemen by Boko Haram. Bandits taking over the north. Kidnapping and killing people. Yet silence. You have service chiefs who are staying. They have stayed way beyond their tenure. Despite being ineffective, they are still in office because nobody will sack them. There is no head of state. They all know the trick. If you call them, they'll tell you, don't allow me to talk. They say, okay, carry on. That's what they're doing. And there are 200 million people there with your professors, with your learned men, with your academics, with your public. Hey! Damnable zoological republic. The people are damned. Damned, I'm telling you, you are damned. Your ignorance is astonishing. Astonishing, I'm telling you. Frightening. Something is wrong in Asorok. Something is off. I know for a fact that no man on earth can insult a Nigerian man's wife and live to boast about it, talk less of being employed by him. Who born you? But it happened in Asorok. Yoruba as a nation is covering up fraud. in broad daylight. Fraud in broad daylight. An ordinary, this writer is asking you, Dr. Sipo is asking you, or ordinary man, let's say you, even if you traveled abroad, and so you hear on the phone, somebody came to your house insulting your wife, your employee, somebody you employed, is insulting your wife. What are you going to do? They say, they boast so much. They arrogant. Why won't I boast? I'm learning. Why won't I boast? Why shouldn't I be boastful? I went to school. I studied and I read. And on top of that, God gave me common sense, which most of you lack, unfortunately.
Our nation, Biafra.